So if you're watching this video, you probably need some motivation, all right? You come to the right place. Now, first things first, most likely you don't need motivation. Just to tell you that right in front of the video, right at the start, okay? You probably don't need motivation. You need discipline. Motivation, discipline, two different things. Motivation is, you get the urge, and it kind of runs off the lack of procrastination, right? That's the way I think of it. But discipline, you just do it because you're supposed to do it. You just do it. 1, 2, 3, go. Right. So that's one of the skills that I had to teach myself when I was learning discipline. There's this technique, right? It's called the 3-second rule. You think of something to do, it has to get done, right? Close your eyes and you count down from 3. 3, 2, 1. And then you get up and go do it. Okay? No questions asked. Because at this point, you're lying to yourself. Okay? So you kind of have to punish yourself in a way that's kind of motivates you into doing what needs to get done. Because if you don't do it, you're calling yourself a liar. And if you keep putting into practice and not doing it, I think that'd be bad for your mental health. I don't know about you, but me proving to myself every day that I'm lying, like, not only you're lying to yourself, that's worse than lying to someone else. Lying to yourself, right? So that's one of the mental tricks that you can do. Motivation is kind of tricky, right? Because let me tell you this story. So I have a friend, right? She just went through a breakup. The guy cheated on her, and then she was so distraught, right? We were talking about how, okay, this is your time to slow down. Worry about yourself. Self-love. Self-help. Focus on yourself, right? And then he calls her. She picks up the phone, right? Picks the phone, and they get to arguing. And then he says, well, we were never really together. And that broke her heart, right? But I'm gonna get to the point. But a few minutes later, or a few days later, she's on Instagram trying to find sugar daddies and other guys to try to replace the guy that she lost, okay? And I just told her, this is your time to relax, self-love, self-heal. Heal yourself. You know what I'm saying? Heal yourself. But things are getting too hard for her, and she doesn't have the discipline to just stop, right? And I was trying to work with her and get her on the right track, and that's really what it takes. Discipline. Knowing you have to do something and then doing it. Like the discipline case in this case would be to block the dude. Discipline would be to find a job, work on being by herself. She has to do it. She knows she has to do it, yet she doesn't do it because she doesn't have the discipline. And she's a girl, so she has a bunch of dudes, bunch of options in her DM, and that's affecting her dopamine, right? She's getting a bunch of attention every day, and it's not that she doesn't have the motivation to stop it and to slow down, because the motivation should have been you just got your heart broken. You don't want to do that. You don't want to go through that again, right? You would think that'd be enough motivation, right, to not want to go through that, to just relax. But it's not that. It's not that she doesn't have the motivation. is that she doesn't have the discipline to slow down and stop. Okay? So that's something that you gotta figure out. Like, whatever you're going through in life, take a pause, figure out what you need to do, and then just get it done, right? For me, it's working out. I work out I work out every day, Monday through Saturday, right? I do strength training on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then cardio on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, right? And I never want to do it. I never want to work out, really. But I do it because I have to. Not because I want to, because I have to, right? And I think to myself, okay, will I benefit from doing this? Will 30-year-old JJ benefit from me doing what I'm doing today? The answer is yes. And that's kind of how I think about everything. If my future self can benefit from it, then I'll do it. If I'm 100 years old, that's kind of like the end for me. If I'm 100, that's when I'll probably relax. You know what I'm saying? Because ideally, if I keep this mindset, I should be like a fit, healthy 100-year-old just waiting to die, basically. And that's kind of how I think about it. So I'm pretty young right now. So if I keep this mindset, by the time I'm older, I should be set. I should be good. So I gotta be disciplined on money, health, right? Emotional stability, relationships. There's certain avenues and elements of life where it's gonna take discipline and not motivation. Because you're gonna run out of motivation. You're gonna run out because every day's not a good day. You're gonna have bad days, so you can't count on motivation. You can't run off motivation. You have to run off discipline, right? I was talking to one of my elders, giving another anecdote. I talked to one of my elders, and he was saying that ever since I moved to my apartment, he stopped going to the gym. He says he just couldn't find. He has a time because he would go after work, right? He has a time. He said he just doesn't feel like it, right? He doesn't have the motivation to do it, right? So, and I was telling him, I was like, well, I never want to do it. I just get up and go. I have an alarm on my phone that says go to the gym. Every day. Every day that alarm goes off, and I feel like if I don't fulfill what I'm set to do, I'm only hurting myself. I'm making myself a liar, right? I'm lying to myself. And that's what we don't want. We don't want to make ourselves feel bad. And that's kind of like a mental trick that I do. It could help you. Like, if it just depends on how much you love yourself, really, honestly. Because I love myself too much to lie to myself, basically. So that's why I have that trick. It's like, I don't want to call myself a liar. I don't want to make myself a liar. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make myself basically discredit whatever I said. Okay? If I said I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. Before we continue, I am doing a giveaway. So when I get to 10K subscribers, right? So subscribe below, like this video. When I get to 10K subscribers and get 10K on Instagram, I'm doing a $100 giveaway, right? So stay tuned for that. Follow my Instagram, subscribe to my channel. You may be the lucky winner. But that's it for this video. In the meantime, stay blessed, stay loyal, stay royal. We out.
I want you with me, sera, won't we? And